South Africa.
Wow, that's big. That's scary.
Wow.
Have you ever been to Brazil?
No.
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 I have for work for about a week.
And what did you think?
I was very disappointed. First of all, the weather, it rained most of the time, which is apparently unusual, but apparently in Sao Paulo it actually happens quite a bit. The food as well. I thought it would have a lot more spice and flavors to it. I thought it would be a bit more than meat and beans and rice, basically. And it's impossible to get a good pizza over there as well.
Seriously?
Yeah, impossible to get a good pizza. Like I've tried.
That's really weird. Wow. If you guys know a good pizza place, definitely put it in the comments.
Also, you don't go to Brazil to eat a pizza.
Yeah,
so...
of course, but sometimes you want to have a good pizza. For a lot of things, it just disappointed me quite a bit. Because, I mean, in France, there's this big preconceived idea that Brazil's going to be amazing. If you go to Brazil, it's just great. And I didn't have that experience, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But maybe it was just that time in that place.
Would you like to go to Brazil?
Yes and no, because I have a friend who almost got shot.
Okay.
And when I heard her story, it was a bit scary. So, but then I know that people are very welcoming, and there's a lot to discover in the country. So I would like to go there, but then maybe just wait a bit. Also very far. Brazil is the opposite of Japan. I mean, in terms of distance.
I really want to go there.
What's your perception of this country?
Football.
Football.
Yeah.
Okay. What else?
People are I know that they love dancing. Again, welcoming and smiling.
I mean, I think a lot of people think it's very colorful, there's always people are dancing somehow. That's what I'm imagining it as.
The festival. I really want to attend it someday.
What kind of a landscape do you expect there?
I expect to see a lot of very, very dense forests because it's passed by the Amazon River. Does it? And the beaches.
And then there's beaches, of course. You've got the beach in Brazil.
Forest, beach, super humid climates. That's what I'm imagining it.
Desert.
Oh, you picture a desert in Brazil?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I expect to see a clash between poor and rich social classes.
What do you think about the way Brazilians see the environment, how they treat nature and stuff like that?
It was so tied to political issues when I spoke to them about it that it was a political issue on its own. Right? And I think a lot of Brazilians actually respect nature quite a lot and kind of know its value.
I think it's hurting them that they are losing parts of the Amazon forest. And a lot of people are moving against it. They are doing movements and protesting against it. The thing is, they can't do much about it if they are not the ones responsible for what's happening.
Any other misconceptions or, I don't know, some expectations about Brazil?
I just expect people dance.
I had one about it being unsafe, and where I was, it was safe.
What about the food?
The food, I expect it to be spicy and full of colors, actually.
The food?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know, do they eat a lot of meat, maybe?
It's impossible to get a good pizza over there. I mean, I really want to like this country, so...
What about these landscapes? Did you expect some such canyons in Brazil?
Canyons, not really.
You would be scared of that.
Yeah, I mean, I've got fear of heights, so yeah.
Oh my god, that's scary. Desert. Wow.
A sandy beach like this, I never expected to see, actually.
Yeah? Sand dunes like that?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
This is actually what I expected to see
Yeah.
more in the video. And it's as amazing as expected, actually.
What is...
South Africa.
How about Brazilian nature?
It's big, yeah.
Wow.
What?
This is
I
like
didn't know
Niagara
that place.
Falls.
Wow, that's big. Church. Wow, that's big.
And what about these big churches?
They remind me of cathedrals here,
Yeah.
actually in Europe.
Many churches in Brazil?
Yeah, a lot of people think Rio, and there's so much more.
And see the
I love the
architecture?
colors. Yes, it's really nice. This is what I expected to see actually. Banners everywhere, decoration.
Loads of street art everywhere, and I love it.
What about the street art?
I can say it's loud. It speaks to you. You can't help but look around.
See, you were right about the protests.
That,
That's scary. How did you even stand there?
this is amazing.
Yeah.
Coconuts?
Hmm?
Do they have coconuts?
They do.
Oh, surprising.
Was that like Jerry Pomona or something? This place? Is it
Yeah.
Jerry?
It's pas loin. Not so far from
I've
Jerry.
got a few friends there.
This is Jerry.
Wow.
Very known for the kite surfing.
And windsurfing.
Yeah.
This rival.
Did you expect Asian people in Brazil?
Tourists maybe. I don't know if she's a citizen there.
She's 100% Brazilian.
Okay, so Brazil has an amazing diversity, as I can
Yeah. Actually, Brazil is the second country with the most Japanese people.
Wow.
Dancing.
This is not a cliche. They really like to dance.
So far, you didn't change my mind on the food. Though.
I guess it's hard when you don't actually eat the food.
The cityscape is really nice at the end.
Yeah, nice sunsets.
Yeah, it's definitely too much for one trip. And that's like the perfect conclusion for even my conclusion about Brazil. I just went to one place. And
Yeah.
there's so much more. It's all subcontinent. It's so big.
Was there any surprise in the video?
Well, I was right about the colors and about like just the culture, like being super lively and stuff, which I did see in the video, but I also wasn't prepared for all the canyons and stuff. Like that was just incredible. Like I had no idea that they had those there. It just looks straight out of some movie, or like if I saw it in a movie, I would imagine it to be like CGI or something.
It looks like very big. It's got like nature and but like huge cities and buildings and all that stuff. And I don't know. I'm like surprised to see like all this in one video. Just like tall buildings that look like Tokyo almost. I just pictured like nature more, you know, desert and all that stuff. But
Okay.
like tall buildings and like all the lights in at night and it looked nice.
I was surprised by the desert.
Okay.
I didn't expect to see sand dunes. The canyons a little bit. I didn't expect such high, very deep canyons actually. And as I said, I expected to see festivals and colors everywhere. And as I see, like I know, in Brazil people are always dancing, singing, moving,
Yeah.
no matter what's happening.
What about the protests you saw about the environment?
Well, I've heard about the protests in Argentina.
Mm-hmm.
So I expected to see the same in Brazil. And from the number of people in the streets, I think there are people who are aware of what's happening in the world and who are ready to make a change.
And I really like that they had like all those protests about like, protecting the environment. And, I think that wasn't as well covered in the media when the whole thing was happening with the fires and stuff. But yeah, it was cool to see that the people were sort of
Yeah.
protecting their forests and stuff.
What do you think about security over there?
It depends where you land in Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
And for that, you need someone from the inside to help you, to guide you actually, so you won't be in the wrong place.
It really depends on where you go, and it's mostly bad luck, of course. Anything else? I don't know, maybe the monuments, the architecture.
There's a lot of churches.
They look very new. Like it's a little bit like in India when you go to a church. It looks very new compared to, I mean, the ones that we've got in Europe that are like hundreds and hundreds of years old. But yeah, super colourful everywhere. The street art as well is amazing everywhere you go, which is awesome, and it's so colourful.
Did it make you want to go even more? Because I know you already wanted to go.
Yes, actually, yes.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah? Is it gonna be on your top list maybe, or?
Not maybe top, but I would like to go one day with my friends or...
Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah, I guess I'll go again, but no, yeah, I'll go again. But there's so many places to visit, like, and they're so like. I'm guessing that all these places in Brazil are like so dispersed, like from one place to another, and so far apart that you might as well just travel to somewhere closer. So yeah, I mean, I would go, but it's really far.
Yeah, actually this is a place that I've always sort of, whenever I saw pictures of it, I'm always like curious about it, and I'm always like, okay, someday, you know, I have this like mental note of like, yeah, someday I want to go there. So yeah, this sort of affirms my belief that yeah, I should. They have a lot. They have a lot. Like you, in the end, it said like there's a lot to discover, and yeah, indeed, there's a lot to discover about Brazil.